Okay. So we discussed how to install the operating system. Today is the basic class, basic commands, very basics I will explain in today's class. So this is my login page. So here shell Swiss, this is my host name. While installing the operating system, I give host name. That name here it is showing. Okay. So, and this Jack is user, normal user which we created while installing the operating system. That user name is Jack. Now, I want to log in as a super user. Super user means administrator. I want to log in as a super user. To log in as a super user, click on others. I will give notes also step by step. Everything I will share the notes to Telegram group. Now, super user login name is root. Click on login. Enter the password. Super user means administrator. In Windows, we call super user. Here we call, in Windows, we call administrator. Here we call super user. And when you log in as a super user, you will get this message always. You are currently trying to run as the root super user. You'll get this message always. So you don't want to see this. Then click on do not show me this again. Close this. Fine. So we entered into our operating system, right? So this is graphical user interface because while installing the operating system, I selected desktop option. So I'm able to see graphical user interface. Now here, command line interface also available. This is command line interface. So login name, root and root password. Root is the login name for super user, means administrator. So we are able to log in command line interface also. So we can switch from GUI to CLI, CLI to GUI. We can use both here. Okay. How to switch from GUI to CLI and CLI to GUI means? So we have shortcut, Control, Alt, function key, plus we can use F1, F2, F3, F4, F5, F6, F7, F8, F9. These are the shortcuts we have. Control Alt function F1 is for GUI. You are in command line interface. You want to go to graphical user interface. We can use Control Alt function F1. If you are in graphical user interface, you want to go to command line interface. Either you can use Control Alt F2, Control Alt F3, or Control Alt F4. You can use in these three any one. Control Alt function F5. This key works for GUI and CLI also, but in few versions it works for GUI. In few versions it works for CLI. Control Alt F6, F7, F8. These three keys will work in a very rare version. Only in few versions these three keys will work. If they are working, Control Alt function F6 works for CLI. Control Alt function F7 and F8 works for GUI. Okay, so these are the shortcuts we have. I will show. So now I'm in graphical user interface, right? Control Alt function F2. I entered into command line interface. Already one user is logged in. Again, I'm giving Control Alt function F2, F3. Another login page came. If you want, you can log in from here also. Control Alt function F4. One more login page came. If you want, you can log in from here also if you have a user. Now, I want to go to graphical user interface, Control Alt Function F1. Like this, we can switch from GUI to CLI and CLI to GUI. Okay, now I'm in GUI. How to go to command line interface? Control Alt Function F2. Right. So we already logged in. What is the difference between GUI and CLI means? See, when you log in, this is called terminal. This screen is called terminal. This terminal is used to execute commands. Like something commands, if you want to execute means we execute from here. In command line interface, we have single terminal. In command line interface, we have single terminal. But Control Alt Function F1. In graphical user interface, we have multiple terminals. See, I opened a terminal. Here we can open n number of terminals. Here we can open n number of terminals like this. What is the use of this terminal means? Terminal is used to execute commands. So, n number of terminals we can open. So, we can do multiple tasks at a time in graphical user interface. Even we can log in into multiple users also at a time. I will show this all. Okay. So, difference between GUI and CLI. GUI works with multiple terminals. CLI works with single terminal. In command line interface, once you log in, terminal opens automatically. In graphical user interface, how to open the terminal means right click on desktop, select open in terminal. In few versions in desktop itself, it will show terminal. If you double click on it, icon, it will show. If you double click on it, it opens the terminal like this. So this is terminal. What is the use of terminal? Terminal is used to execute commands. Terminal is used to execute commands. Now, this is terminal, right? Here, if you observe, so there is something in this bracket. What is that? I will explain. Root it shell space desktop. It is like this, right? So what is this? Means there are three fields. If you observe, there are three fields. First field, second field, third field, right? So what are this means? First is type of user. By seeing the first field, you can understand which user is logged in, whether super user or normal user. That you can understand by seeing the first field. You can understand which type of user is logged in, which user is logged in. Now it is showing root. It means super user is logged in. If it is showing Jack, John, Tom like that means normal user logged in. So by seeing that, you can understand which user is logged in. Second field is host name, means computer name. So in which PC we logged in, that we can understand. And by seeing the third field, we can understand current working directory. At present, where you are working. At present, we are in desktop. So that information it will show. If you are in any other location, it will show that name here. Where you are, it will show that information here. Are you getting what I'm explaining? Are you getting? Omkar, Prasida?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. See, in classroom, if you are not getting any point, any command confusion is there, you can ask me, I will repeat it. So as these are the basic classes, right? I will go slow only. Let's stop, let's commands only I will explain starting. No need to worry. Still, if you have any doubts, you can ask me. Definitely, I will explain. And I will share the notes also. Now, we have symbols like hash, dollar, and tilde. When it is showing hash symbol, when you log in into super user, when you log in as an administrator, it will show hash symbol. See, here it is showing hash symbol, right? Because we logged in into super user, administrator account. Root means administrator. So that's why it is showing hash. Dollar means normal user. When you log in into normal user, it will show dollar symbol. See, I'll show that. Now, if you observe here, it is showing dollar because Jack user is logged in, means normal user is logged in. And third symbol is tilde symbol. Tilde symbol indicates running user home directory. When you are in your user home directory, in that scenario, it will show tilde symbol. For every user, there is a home directory, right? So what is the home directory? You may get confused, Prasanna. So listen previous class so you'll understand what is home directory. Recording videos, you can ask them, they will give you. So you can just go through that, you will get understand. So tilde symbol indicates running user home directory. When you are in running user home directory, it will show tilde symbol. Okay. So this is terminal. What is the use of terminal? Terminal is used to execute commands, right? That. Now, how to open the terminal? Right click, open in terminal. So this is your terminal, right? If you want to increase the size of this terminal, if you want to zoom in, Control Shift plus, Control Shift plus, like this. If you want to zoom out, Control minus, Control Shift plus to zoom in, Control minus to zoom out. Control Shift plus, like that. It increases the size. Please one moment. Audible?
Your voice is not audible, Madhuri. It's breaking.
హలో హలో సరే సరే ఇవ్వండి దానికోసారి ఇవ్వండి అమ్మ మాట్లాడు స్కూల్ బ్యాగ్ లో సైడ్ కావాలన్నా బయటకు తీసుకొని డాడీ మన ఇంటికి Control Shift plus to zoom in, Control minus to zoom out. I'm showing again Control Shift plus to zoom in, Control minus to zoom out, Control Shift T to open new tab. How to open new tab? Control Shift T, Control Shift T, like this. You can open new tab. Control Shift W to close the tab. Control Shift W. Now, if you want to open new terminal, Control Shift N. Separately also you can open terminal, Control Shift N. To close, Control Shift Q, or you can run exit command. Control Shift N to open new terminal, Control Shift N. Control Shift Q to close or exit. Okay, now I'm showing again Control Shift plus to zoom in, Control minus to zoom out, Control Shift T to open new tab, Control Shift Q. Sorry. Control Shift T to open new tab, Control Shift W to close it, Control Shift N to open new terminal, Control Shift N. Control Shift Q to close the terminal, or you can run the command exit. In next class also, I will repeat this same. I will show one more time. No need to worry. Everything I will give the step by step. Everything I will show also. Okay. Then, and in point steps also I will share to your Telegram group. Those who paid, please take the link, Telegram group link, and message me there. I will guide you how to practice. And I will share the notes also. Now, date. To run date and time. Date to run to check date and time. Cal to check running month calendar. Cal to check running month calendar. Now, if you run the command clear, it clears the screen. See, cal to check running month calendar. Now, to clear the screen, what we use? Command clear, or you can run the command Control L. Control L to clear the screen. Now, cal space any year if you specify, it will show entire year calendar. It will show entire year calendar. Control L to clear the screen. Control Shift plus to zoom in. Control minus to zoom out. Cal to check running month calendar. Date to check today's date and time. Control L to clear the screen. Gcalc tool to open calculator. Gcalc tool to open calculator. Now, who yam I to check running user information. Which user is logged in? To check that information, who yam I? Who space yam space I. To check running user login credentials. Who space yam space I. Control L to clear the screen. Now, INIT space 0 to shut down. I will not run this because system will get shut down. INIT space 6 to restart the computer. INIT space 6. This is also will not run because system will get restart. Now, history. To check up to now whatever commands we executed. Command is history. Okay, see, when I'm using up and down arrows, it is showing previously executed commands. Now, if you want to delete this history -C, enter. Now, if you use up and down arrows, it will not show previously executed commands. Now, if you run the command history, if you see, it is showing only one command because we deleted all the history. After deleting the history of commands, we executed only one command. So that's why it is showing only that command. So history. Are you getting these commands? Are you able to understand what I'm explaining? See, in first time itself, whatever the commands I'm explaining, you may get clarity. But when you are doing the practicals, definitely you'll understand. Every point I will make a note. I will share you. Omkar, you got Telegram link? Did you got Telegram link, Omkar? Now, see, how to switch from GUI to CLI? Control Alt function F2. Control Alt function F2, right? Now CLI to GUI, Control Alt function F1. This you know, right? Using commands also we can switch. CHVT, change virtual terminal to. It will take you to command line interface. CHVT space 1. CHVT space 1. It will take you to graphical user interface. We can switch from one interface to another command line to graphical user interface to command line interface using commands also. Okay. So many basic commands are there. These are the few basic commands. So is this commands are clear, right, everyone?
Yes, those are clear.
Yeah, I will revise once again. Control Shift T to open new tab. Control Shift W to close the tab. Control Shift N to open new terminal. Control Shift N. Control Shift Control Shift Q or exit to close the terminal. Okay. Date to check running date and time. Cal to check running month calendar. Control L to clear the screen. Control L. Cal space any year to check running month calendar. Control L to clear the screen. G calc tool to check to open calculator. Who yam I to check running user information. Who space yam space I to check running user login credentials.
Hello.
History to check the commands what we executed. History -c to delete the history. CHVT space 2 to switch from GUI to CLI. CHVT space 1, sorry, to CHVT space 1 to switch from CLI to GUI. Control L to clear the screen. Okay. Init 0 to shut down the machine. Init 0 to shut down the machine. So there are more basic commands. These are the few basic commands I am explaining. So those who paid, please join into the Telegram group. Once you join into the Telegram group, Omkar, you got a Telegram group link? You got or not, Omkar? You already paid, right? Those who paid, please join into the Telegram group. I'll inform them also. If not created, they will create the Telegram or WhatsApp group. They'll create and they will add you. Once you add it, message me there. Okay. So this is about today's session.
Hello.
I will share the notes. Yeah, Omkar.
Ma'am, you told me another command for the calculator, but we are using BC command as well, no?
Sorry, come again.
For that calculator, which command you used?
I used BC command also we can use. BC command also will show. I'm using now gcalc tool.
Okay.
So in script we use BC command to check calculator. I will show. I will explain about that command also.
Okay.
One by one, I'm giving the commands. These are the basics, right? So one by one, everything I'll explain. Because one day only I will not explain all the commands. If freshers are there, means they will get confused. Because Prasanna, it's new to classroom, they'll get confused. Okay. So INIT space 0 to shut down. See, system got shut down. And many more basic commands are there. Those commands also I will explain. Prasanna, you're clear, right?
Yeah, I was clear.
Fine, fine. So we'll meet in the next session. Thank you for the session.
Sure, sure. Ma'am, if I need the complete syllabus, what are going to discuss, will you share or shall I contact DURGASOFT?
DurgaSoft will share our recording videos, all the previous class recording videos, they will share. You'll get there, you will get that information.
Yeah, sure.
This is shell scripting. Linux
Yeah,
administration is separate course, and this is
yeah. Okay, no.
yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, ma'am, if possible, please inform to DurgaSoft to create a Telegram group or a WhatsApp group.
Did you mention yesterday? Now itself, I'm informing. Actually, yesterday I messaged and I'll ask them to add you to Telegram. Today you will get the link, Telegram link.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, then bye.
Yeah.